Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Hi, Lyndon. Hi. Oh, scream. These are so fun. What is that doing?
Alright. Nerd.
Yep.
Wow. Don't distract Laura, she's trying to drive. We're on our way home from our Thanksgiving trip to Pennsylvania.
Nothing like a 7-hour road trip with a teething baby.
She got her first tooth on Saturday.
Yeah, she woke up Saturday morning and we felt it.
We kept telling my family, like, yeah, she hasn't had any teeth yet. Like, we haven't felt anything. And then my sister was playing with her and she's like, are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure I feel a tooth in here. So then we went and felt, we're like, holy crap, there's a tooth in there.
Yep.
So she's got one tooth and I think I can feel a second one, but Laura can't.
The first one's like barely, like you can feel it and see it, but it's not even like sticking up out of the gums really.
Right.
Just broke through. Yep.
So it was a good trip overall. We're traveling back in early afternoon, so Lyndon wants to be like out doing things, but instead she's in her car seat for 6 hours. So that hasn't been the easiest, but it's going okay.
Could be worse. Ooh, the extra lane is open.
Wow.
How fun.
We're driving on 23 North and they have a flex lane that they open when traffic is really busy, which it's not even. I guess it's kind of busy.
It's a travel day.
Oh, I've never seen it open before.
60. Is it always 60?
No, it's usually 70.
Why is it 60?
The 60 is to say that that's what traffic is theoretically traveling at right now, to warn you. I don't think it's a speed limit though. Lyndon's pretty good at traveling. We were talking earlier that most of the things that we used to be annoyed about having Lyndon have kind of gone away. Like, she can eat better now, she can sleep better now, she can play on her own. She can get a passy back in her mouth without us helping her every 10 minutes. It's
Yep.
much different than the first time when we traveled with her.
And the second time.
What was the second
This
time?
is the third time we've been to Pennsylvania.
That's true. I was thinking of the time that we went camping.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, that was right.
How old was she? We went in July?
With the youth group.
With the youth group.
That was, yeah, the beginning of July. No. End of July?
I think so. Must have been snowy up here. I keep seeing cars that are slid off in the ditch. Like from yesterday, it looks like. They're all caution taped. I've seen two. Yeah, so when she was like 3 months old, and right at the beginning of her spell of not eating or sleeping at all, we decided to go camping with our youth group. So we were in a tent with her for 3 days. 2 days. 2 nights?
2 nights. Friday night and Saturday.
Yeah. It was quite an adventure.
Yeah. I mean, I've had trouble feeding her for a long time, and that was at its peak, I'd say.
Yeah. At that point in her life, she was like, you would give her a bottle and she would just scream. And then you would like give her passy and she would calm down, and then you would try to sneak her bottle into her mouth and then she would scream again.
She was living off of probably like 10 to 12 ounces a day.
Right. And she should have been living off like 20 to 24.
Yeah, more like 28 at that age. Yeah.
So basically we had to feed her every 30 minutes, or we had to feed her every 3 hours. In the first 30 minutes of feeding her, she would be screaming.
Yep.
There were a bunch of people that heard that we took our 3-month-old daughter camping. And they were like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? We're like, I don't know.
It was horrible, but we did it.
Well, we agreed to it before we really realized what we were agreeing to. And then we were the ones that were providing the food for all the youth group for the whole weekend, so it's not like we could back out. So we did it. It was pretty fun. Like, some of it went well. And there was one morning we woke up and it was cold. Right? So we brought Lyndon into like our bed with us. Well, we were in sleeping bags, but and there's a great picture of all of us just cuddling in the morning in a tent.
5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And there was one night where, like, back then when she was little, we would put her to bed, but she would still need us like 5 times before we went to bed. And we like put her to bed in the tent and then went out to hang out with people, and she stayed sleeping. Like, she never needed us before we went to bed, and that was like the first night she'd ever done that in her life.
Right, because at home we would just keep having to run upstairs, but there we thought we were going to have to keep running over to our tent, but she miraculously just stayed asleep.
I think I was picking my nose.
Well, don't pick your nose while we're filming.
Anyway, I was like, is this what it's like? You actually get to do things at night? It's awesome.
Yeah. I feel like that camping trip sticks in my mind as like where we've come from.
Yeah.
You know, like Laura being stressed all the time. Oh boy. That's a crappy bridge.
Uh-oh. Erg.
Oh, the flex lanes are ending.
Erg.
Yeah, so now to see where we are now and how great Lyndon is and how fun she is, I feel like it's just a big change from that camping trip when it was just stressful to have Lyndon with us and to think about her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because of Lyndon's feeding issues, I don't know if we told you guys this yet or not, but we have to thicken all of her bottles. So you have to heat it up to between 98 and 102 degrees and then add a powder to it and then wait 5 minutes. And then we're doing breast milk still, so Laura has to pump all of the milk that we want to feed her. So when we're traveling and she has to get a bottle, we have to stop somewhere that has an outlet that we can plug a bottle warmer in, and then we have to sit around for 5 minutes while it heats up and while Laura pumps and while we thicken the bottle and while we feed her. It can feel very awkward sometimes when we walk into like a Starbucks or a Wendy's or something and we pull out our 6 bags of things that we have to get going.
Last time, I guess it was last time you came to
Pennsylvania.
We stopped at a Subway, but there were no outlets by the table, so I just plugged it into an outlet like right by the line where you order your food, and I'm just like squatting on the ground heating up this bottle.
We were so happy we were the only ones in the restaurant.
Luckily the people were really cool.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about a baby is like no one looks at you like, oh, you're wasting my time. Everyone's like, oh, hi, you have a baby.
Lyndon's pretty social too. Like, she smiles at pretty much everyone.
Yeah. I know some people that we know like hate the attention that they get when they're carrying their kids around. I feel like we like it.
I like it. The attention's not like on me usually either. It's on Lyndon.
Right. They don't even say hi to us. They just say hi to Lyndon.
Hi, baby. Yep.
Oh, there's another person stopped on the side of the road. It's the beginning of Michigan winter. A little bit of snow. We both love winter. Laura gets sick of it by like February, end of February.
I like snow like December and January, yeah.
Right.
And then I'm done.
I can't really get enough snow. And cold.
Yeah, never snows enough for Nathan.
Yeah.
There was one winter where we got like no snow. It was
It's
very
so sad.
Was that wasn't last winter, so 2 inches ago.
I feel like most people in Michigan agree that if it's going to be cold, we might as well have snow on the ground.
Yeah.
Everybody hates when it's just 35 and raining for 2 months.
Yeah.
But I love snow. I love winter. I love when you go outside and it's like 10 degrees and you just feel like the cold, dry air in your nostrils. Is it weird that I said nostrils?
Felt kind of weird.
In your nose. We got to get a Christmas tree at my parents' house over Thanksgiving. It was fun. Oh. Do we have anything exciting coming up in our lives?
Lyndon's working on crawling.
Yeah. We'll have to put some videos up of her. She's so close.
Yeah. Although I felt like she was so close with rolling for like 2 months, so
Yeah, she
who knows
still doesn't roll One Direction, so.
Who knows how long it'll take her? She does pretty good both ways.
Oh.
She just prefers one way more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun to watch her learn new things.
She's awake. Well, might have been a pretty boring video today, but I feel like we're traveling and we don't have that much to talk about, so we'll try to think of something more interesting for our next video.
If you want the best gummies ever, go to Trader Joe's and get the Scandinavian Swimmers.
They're really, really good.
It's like a, more of like a fruit snack texture, but they're good.
Like you can bite through them, but they're not hard. And the flavors are really, really good. Alright, well, if you have suggestions for things we should talk about, leave us a comment there. Otherwise, you can like, subscribe, and we'll see you in a future video. Bye!
Bye! Her nose is completely plugged with black
Do you have black and orange mascara on your eyelashes?
Yeah.
Yeah, come get it.